Okay, so good day to our grade 8 Mahati Science High School students and to our viewers. Again, this is the second to the last lesson for the fourth quarter on our topic, circles. So our topic is on equation of circles. So let's try to solve this problem that we have here. What is the area of the circle given that the circle passed through points having coordinates 0, 6, and 6, 0, and the circle passes through the point 0, 0, or the origin? So how will we solve this problem for this given problem? Okay, so let's try to first plot the coordinates that's been given to us. So we have here point A and point B. Okay, so we have here 0, 6. So again, this are x coordinate, y coordinate, x coordinate, and then y coordinate. So if this is 0, 0, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So therefore, this is going to be 0, 6, or point A, and then 6, 0 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is going to be our point B. And if we okay, so if we try to connect these points, there we go. We try to connect these points. So there we go. We will have formed a line. Okay, the distance between these 2 points. Okay, and what's gonna be the center of the circle? So the center of the circle should be in between these 2 points. And if we're gonna try to draw it using our pen tool. Okay, so therefore the center of the circle is gonna be what? Okay, so let's try to solve. So the center of our circle here is going to have to be the midpoint. Okay, the midpoint between these 2 lines. And to solve for the midpoint, we first need the value of x sub 1 of our first x coordinate plus our second x coordinate divided by 2. So this will be the center of our circle, the x coordinate center of our circle. And the y center coordinate of our circle will be y sub 1 plus y sub 2 divided by 2. If we're going to try to label them, this is going to be x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, and then y sub 2. So this is going to give us x sub 1, which is 0, plus x sub 2, 6 all over 2. And for y, this is going to be y sub 1 is equal to 6, y sub 2, 0 divided by 2. And therefore, the centers of our circle, their coordinates are just 3 and 3. So 6 divided by 3 is 3, and 6 plus 0 divided by 2 is 3. Okay, so this is these are our coordinates for the center of the circle. And if these are our coordinates, so let's try to draw our circle here. So it should pass through these points. There you go. It's not a perfect circle though. Okay, therefore we know that the radius for the circle, okay, the radius of the circle is gonna be what? Okay, so let's try to solve for the radius of the circle. Okay, so therefore the radius of our circle is going to be the distance between the center and one point on the circumference of our circle. And that's going to give us again the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus the square root of y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. We try to substitute our given values here. So that's going to give us 6 minus 0 squared plus 0 minus 6 squared. There you go. And since we already know the center of our circle, okay, so this is the center of our circle. We just have to connect it. To the point to which it intersects. So that's 0, 0. So we have 0, 0 and 3, 3. The distance between 0, 0 and 3, 3, the origin and the coordinates 3 and 3. So that's going to be the radius of our circle. This will be the radius of our circle. So therefore the radius is just equal to Okay, let's try to write our points here. X sub 1 will be 0, X sub 2 will be 3, Y sub 1 would be 0, and then Y sub 2 will be 3. So we have here X sub 2, which is 3, minus 0 squared, plus Y sub 2, which is 3, minus 0 squared. Therefore, R is just equal to 9 plus 9. Okay, the radius is just equal to the square root of 18, and therefore the radius of our circle is just equal to 3 square root of 2 units. Now, if the radius of our circle is equal to 3 square root of 2 units, what's going to be its area? So the area is just going to be pi r squared, and since we know the value of the radius, so that's 3 square root of 2 squared, so that should give us 18 pi. So therefore, the area of the circle is around 18, or is exactly 18 pi squared units. Or if we try to use our calculator for an approximate value with a decimal, so that's around 56.55. Okay, approximately 56.55 squared units. And that's the answer for our problem.